Hi, I'm Paul Remde, and I'm here on the launch grid of the World Gliding Championship in Uvalde, Texas. And I'm at the back of the grid for the 20-meter class and the open class. And I'm standing here today with Tim Jenkinson from the UK.
Hi, everybody.
And he's flying a JS1C 21-meter glider and competing for the UK, as I mentioned. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, okay. I came to gliding fairly late in life. I did some gliding at university and then stopped for many, many years and started again really about 15 years ago. Took up gliding seriously. First got on the UK team in 2019 in the European Championships. Then got on the 20 team, which unfortunately got cancelled due to COVID. And then I flew in the Europeans last year, and here am I, got into the Worlds for this year. So that's a bit about the gliding. Had a good competition, not done particularly well, suffering still from a day 3 mess up where I landed out where everybody else got back, and on a 1,000-point day you never really make that back. But yeah, I've enjoyed the competition, enjoyed some great flying, some great conditions here. Occasionally needed my night vision goggles to get back.
Did you make it home before sunset every day, or the 8 o'clock limit?
Yeah, I wasn't the one that came in after sunset, but I did make it home that day, yeah. Just.
That was a late day.
Yeah, 67k, 0 knot McCready glide.
Wow.
And actually managed to get it in, which is unusual. Getting a 0 McCready glide in doesn't usually work.
Yeah, right on the limit.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about you said you flew for the British Airways?
Yeah, I've been a professional pilot most of my life. Flew for British Airways on a variety of airplanes for 35 years and retired 4 months ago as it is now.
Congrats.
With about 30,000 hours in the logbook or something like that. So yeah, I've mainly been in and around aviation all my life. Came to gliding quite late. Wish I'd come to it a bit earlier, because I think it is a fantastic hobby. A lot of dimensions to it, the mind games, the understanding of the weather, flying the glider, the technology behind it, it's all there, and it just makes it a fascinating sport that most people probably don't realise, what happens. But yeah, I love it. And you said you'd done some other types of aviation, some aerobatics? Yeah, for many years, sort of starting in the probably around 1997, 1998, I got into powered aerobatics. So I owned 3 pit specials. Ended up flying an extra. Actually flew an Advanced World Aerobatics Championships in Sweden in 2004. So, and then it started to hurt me too much. I started to get too old for that, and the stresses and strains. And a very good friend of mine, Mike Young, who is a colleague at work as well, but also a well-known contest glider pilot, said, well, why don't you try gliding again? So I did, and the aerobatics sort of dribbled and dwindled away, and I started getting more and more serious about the gliding, to where I am now.
Yeah. Great. And then this is your first time flying in Uvalde?
It's first time flying in Uvalde, yeah. First time flying in America, apart from professionally at work, where I spent thousands of hours. But first time gliding in Uvalde. Very African, I would say. I've done quite a bit of flying in Africa. It's very similar to that. High bases, strong climbs, good head-banging racing, basically. I've thoroughly enjoyed it in conditions that you just would never ever see in the UK. So it's been great to do that.
And where did you fly in Africa? In Namibia? Or?
I've flown in Namibia, and I've flown in southern Africa, based out of Bloemfontein several times. So I used to ship this glider out and fly out there. And we had some great soaring adventures out there. Also done quite a lot of flying in the French Alps, which mountain flying, that's terrific as well. It's really good fun.
I understand you have some UK records.
Yeah, there's a number. There's not a number of records old. There's one which is what do they call it? It's a 3 turn point free distance record. So it stands at 1,089 kilometres, which I did in 2019.
Wow. Not many people have done that, right?
No, there's about, I think there's 6 pilots in total in the UK. Russ, how many pilots in the UK have done 1,000? 5, 6? something like that. Russell's one of them anyway.
Oh yeah.
5 or 6 pilots have ever done 1,000 kilometres.
And Russell Cheatham is one of them?
Only
Yeah.
4 who have done it with 3 turn points.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. That's right, yeah. So the FAI 1,000k badge.
Properly.
Yeah. So yeah, I was one of those.
So you did it properly?
I did it properly.
Oh, all right.
And then at the end of it, I did 1,004k and finished. And then I thought, let's see how much further I can go. So I just kept on drifting off downwind. I think the final climb I did, I was drifting up in about a knot and a half, out over the sea, over southern England, drifting out over the channel, and eventually I had to turn around because I was about to drift in some Navy activated danger areas, and sort of came back from there. But I was in a motor glider, so I was able to get myself back to my home base after they landed about 9 o'clock at night.
Oh wow.
You know. So that was good. I mean, that's, you know, there's only 4 or 5 of us that have ever done it, so that's a great thing to have achieved. Very proud of that.
Yeah, huge accomplishment. Yeah, that's great. All right, well, great. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. Today's the last day of the contest. I hope you have a great day today.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.